already. So today I am going to talk about obesity in our country. My name is Tabitha Liboy, and this presentation that I'm going to present today is to make the audience aware that obesity is not only a social problem, it's also an individual problem, and it's steadily growing in our country. So obesity is excessive fat in the body. As you can see from my visual aid here, from the Center Control of Prevention and Disease, the prevalence of obesity has stayed fairly stable for about 17%. You can see the ages between 2 and 5 is 8.4, between the ages of 6 and 11 is 17.4, and 12 to 19 is 20.4. That is a good thing, because if that rate can stay fairly stable, that will be good, or if the rate can go down. So today I'm going to talk about 2 points. Point number 1, causes and effects of obesity, and point number 2, government organizations that are helping curb or decrease obesity in our country. So for point number 1, I am going to talk about the causes of obesity, which would be unhealthy diets, large food portions, heredity, and life, just spending time watching TV and playing video games. So according to a study that was done by Harvard University School of Public Health, they were able to link genes to heredity that cause obesity. So for families who know that they have those kind of traits of obesity, they need to try and start helping their families early, especially the younger children, to change their diets, to increase fresh fruits and vegetables, and to decrease the time they spend watching television. And also, according to a sociology, his name is Masion, he also stated that children spend 7.5 hours to 8 hours playing video games and watching television. So they end up becoming passive, and they do not want to do anything. But sometimes they cannot avoid that because their families have to work to be able to make ends meet. So the only way for the children to entertain themselves is to watch TV and play video games. Another problem would be some parents lack knowledge. They do not know about the healthy choices they can do, because that's all what they have known. They have known drinking soda, they have known eating potato chips. But if we take our time to teach them how to increase or add a fruit or vegetable into their diet, it's going to really help in the long run. Also, the size, the portions that we get in restaurants, even when you go out, the portions are so huge, and most times you end up eating everything you have because it's there. So if we can be able to learn to just eat what we need and take what we don't need and use for another time, those are the small changes that can happen, or we can work towards to decrease the rate of obesity in our country, especially in the younger generation. The other point I'm going to discuss, which is point number 2, is government-based local organizations and websites that are trying to help decrease or curb obesity. We do have local YMCAs in different states, whereby they have recreational sports, they have soccer, they have basketball, and they encourage families to be active. They do also have subsidized rates for families who cannot afford to play those sports. They try to still encourage them. We also have Discover the Forest program, whereby many people are being shown where they can get small parks where they can go and spend time hiking or walking, biking, just to spend time more outside and being more active. Especially in my area where I live, we do have a big forest which is called the Harbison Forest. It has many things. You can bike, you can run, you can also go trekking. The other organization too that is also helping curb this is an organization called WIC, Women, Infants and Children. This has been there for many years. This is a program that was introduced to help pregnant women to eat healthy before the child is born. They provide stamps, food stamps, that they can go to the grocery store and buy things like beans, milk, eggs, and also they give them vouchers for the farmers market to encourage them to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. The CDC is also trying to really help people to make those small changes so that they can also prevent diseases. Also, the Department of Agriculture is trying to put websites or locations where people can go to farmers market to be able to buy fresh produce. So today I discussed 2 points. I discussed point number 1, causes and effects of obesity in our country, and point number 2, government organizations that are trying to help curb obesity in our country. We all have an opportunity to decrease obesity in our country. All what we have to do is to make small changes in our diet, adding a fresh fruit and vegetable, being active to be able to prevent diseases in the long run.